ASMR Sports coming at ya. I'm gonna get a piece of gum going here. My apologies for the noise, although I suppose some people may enjoy it. Today we have a triple pack opening of some cool cards from 1989 that are not very common, but they're a really fun set that I think you'll enjoy, and that I always thought was kind of a cool one. Okay, so here we are with the Pacific Trading Cards Baseball Legends set. Pacific Trading Cards was a company that was around in the 80s and 90s, and they kind of had a collection of interesting sets that came out. I think eventually they did have, some regular modern day baseball card or Major League Baseball card sets. But they also had a lot of, well, not a lot, they had a few kind of weird oddball sets, this being one of them. Another one actually was, for a while there was a senior baseball league that had a lot of retired major leaguers playing in it, and I remember these guys, Pacific Trading Cards, came out with a baseball card set for that league. So that was one of their sets they did. And again, they did some regular issue cards too, I think in the early 90s. But then it just sort of faded away. None of their sets were really particularly sought after. I was just looking to see. Yeah, I don't think I have any of their other card sets. Although I do have another series of these baseball legends somewhere, so maybe I'll open them. In any event, these I think are maybe the second issue of these baseball legends. There was these are from 88. Okay, I think there was a set that came out in 87, and there was a set that came out in 88, and there was a set that came out in 89. So I think these are in the middle. But anyways, I stumbled upon these when I was a kid at a gas station or convenience store or something. And I thought they were really cool because they feature retired baseball players, a lot of Hall of Famers. So you can get like Mickey Mantles and Hank Aaron's, and I don't know if earlier players like Babe Ruth were in this set. I think they might have been in the one that was before this. But there's definitely some cool 50s and 60s players in this set, and there's not a lot of cards in the set, and you get 10 per pack, so your odds of getting some pretty good are pretty good. Okay, let's open one up. said. So, Bobby Richardson, he was a middle infielder for the Yankees in the probably late 50s to the 60s. So let's see. They don't really have a summary of his career. That much, 55 through 66. Okay, so he played with the Yankees during a very dominant period in the 60s, where Mickey Mantle and Roger Maris and a bunch of other players were very dominant, and Don Larson, Yogi Bear, of course, but this guy I met in person because he was at a celebrity golf tournament where there was a number of baseball players, and there was a bunch from the Yankees from the 60s, so that was pretty cool. Early win. White Sox pitcher Mickey Lolich. Tigers pitcher Leo DeRocher. Manager Frank Howard Power for the Los Angeles Dodgers, and I think before that he was with the Brooklyn Dodgers. He played from 58 to 73, so yeah, I can't remember when the Dodgers moved from Brooklyn to LA. That makes me a really bad baseball trivia buff. But Larry Doby, outfielder, he was one of the early African American players. Became the first black player to join the American League in 1947. So that was, pretty soon after Jackie Robinson joined the Dodgers in the National League. Felipe Alou, father of Moisés Alou, who I think played in the 80s or 90s. Let's go for another. Since we have three, we should be. There's another 60s Yankees player, mostly 50s, 51 to 63. He was a good pitcher. Gil Hodges. They have him with the Senators, but of course he had a big career with the Dodgers. So that's an interesting one. Mike McCormick. Tony Oliva. He was a really great player that was one of the few stars for the Twins. Of course, they had Harm Killebrew and Rod Carew for a time. But Tony Oliva was a great player that doesn't get quite the name recognition of a lot of guys from this era. Tony Oliva always used to, when I was a kid in the 80s, I lived in the Midwest, and Tony Oliva would often do signing appearances. In fact, I think I must have gone to like 4 or 5 baseball card shows where he was the signer, and yeah, I just remember him being a regular at those things, which is pretty cool. Yeah, he must have, so he lived in the Twin Cities area after his career, and probably did a lot of shows in that area, in addition to the ones in my area, which is a bit west. Ted Kluszewski. course, the famous Johnny Bench of the Big Red Machine. Alright, let's go for one more pack. Oh yeah, the ones from 87 were in black and white. So this year, they had full color. Which is pretty great, because black and white photos are just kind of silly. Although, I think those might have been older players, so they probably maybe only had black and white photos of some of them. Moose Skowron was another 1960s staple in the Yankees lineup. I also met this guy at that same auction, or same celebrity golf tournament. White William. Oh boy, there we go. There's one of the big pulls of this set. Willie Mays. I'd say Willie Mays, Hank Aaron, and Mickey Mantle are the ones to get. Luis Aparicio, Bob Feller, Al Dark. Great. Yankees catcher Thurman Munson died tragically in an airplane crash. Jim Bunning, George Kell, and another Cubs great, Billy Williams. So there you go. There's that set. Honestly, not the prettiest set. It's very simple.